Hi, Aquarius. This is Genevieve with Belladonna Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I actually have had a really great week. I'm a little tired because I drove a lot and I vacation, but I always seem to spend some time for me and spend some time resting and just wandering, getting to see people and know people. And that's where I get my energy from. So even though I'm a little tired, I actually had a really great week. I don't know if you saw my video, but the other day while I was at the Myrtles in St. Francisville, Louisiana, I opened this deck of oracle cards, the Magic of You Oracle Cards by Fiona Horn. I'm in love with it. You can get it on Amazon. No, I'm not getting any money out of this. I just really like the deck. So I pulled this paradisiacal card for y'all. This is You Belong in Paradise. And you're going, well, I don't plan to die, and that's the only way I know how to get to paradise. That's not what this means. This means that you can have your own version of paradise right here on earth when you learn to love yourself. I'm going to say that again. When you learn to love yourself, your day-to-day life will be paradisiacal. I probably said that badly. So, how do you learn to love yourself? Well, one thing you can do is starting tomorrow, get out your mirror or go stand in the bathroom or whatever and look at yourself and say, I love you. You have value. And say something you love about yourself and something that you value about yourself. And I need you to start doing that every single day. And in the beginning, it may feel foreign or hard, but as time goes on, you're going to begin to believe it. It's that fake it till you make it thing. I also pulled a card from Cheryl Richardson's self-care deck. What's interesting about this deck is I bought this when I was in the Big Island of Hawaii a few years ago. I was with my daughter Sarah and her friend Sydney. And those girls can find a resale shop anywhere. I mean, we literally found one on the Big Island of Hawaii. That's crazy. And what did they want? They wanted to go thrift shopping. I don't even like thrift shopping on my best days. The only time I ever go thrift shopping is with my kids because they love it. Not so much. It's not that I'm too good. It's just that I find that there's a lot of work that goes into it and I don't want to spend the time doing it. But anyway, I got this deck and then it languished on my shelf for a long time. And then recently I've rediscovered it and I really like this deck. So the card I got from that for y'all is nature. And this is take a walk, let the beauty of nature feed your soul. This week while I was on vacation, we took a swamp ride and I got to see the gorgeous swamp in Jefferson, Texas, which is really close to the Louisiana border. And it's more what you would expect in Louisiana than in Texas. Because for me, when I think of Texas, I think of flat and no trees, kind of like Oklahoma. But instead, what you get in East Texas is beautiful. And another way to take some time for nature is to walk barefoot in it. I mean, no, don't be doing that in the middle of a forest when there's like poison ivy and sticks and everything. But, in your backyard, you can run around barefooted because that helps ground you. And we need to get back to being grounded with the earth and with nature because we're human beings and we come from nature. So on the tarot, the first card I get for y'all is the Knight of Pentacles. And this card is all about thinking outside the box and getting financial security. But in this case, it's about thinking outside the box. And the next card I get for y'all is the Eight of Wands. And this card says you've got to make a decision. And you've got all the wands to choose from, but you have to decide where you're going and what you're going to celebrate and how you're going to get there. The next card we get is the High Priestess. The High Priestess, she's got pomegranates above her. Pomegranates were a sign of creativity, but they were also a sign of financial security. The rich people had the pomegranates. But she's got the moon in her feet. She's got the pomegranates. She's this symbolizes, it's from Boaz and Joaquin, I believe. But it's the black and the white, the yin and the yang, the balance. So this is saying that you need to find your balance when you make this choice, but that you're getting ready to start on a brand new journey for you. And you're getting ready to start something creative and something magical. So this is really a good time for you to find those choices. Whoops, I dropped something, sorry. So you want to take the time this week and figure out where you're going and what this looks like for you. And I think there's going to be a lot of multitasking and creativity in this week. But that's good. Creativity is good. But in the meantime, you also need to ground and find your center. Because if you don't find your center, you're going to be off balance and you're not going to achieve things the way you should be. So, Aquarius, get centered this week. Get grounded. And let that creativity flow. I'll see y'all. We'll see y'all next week. You have a good week. If you want to do a private reading, it's 405-512-9400. Or you can send me a PM to Belladonna Moonbeams on Facebook. And if not, have a good one.